for puck drop. Like, I think it's like, welcome back inside. What are we calling this place?
Whoa.
60 to 90 seconds before. Okay, perfect. And then we're going with the Davos Ice Stadium, right? Okay. And Buck, did you figure out how many, is it 2 commercial breaks or is it 3? Under 14, under 8, okay. Okay, so a quick wrap on it then. Like 5 seconds, you're thinking? Okay, all right, well, I'll get out right away.
And same thing, no, like on a power play, don't go to...
Yeah, so it's only even strength after 14 and 8. Okay.
Okay. Do we sound okay, Buck? Good.
Did he just talk to you there?
No. No, I didn't hear anything. That's why I was saying.
Oh.
But you can hear me fine.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
And, Buck, you can hear Kent too, right?
I think he left.
He must have.
He's loud in my ears. How is he in your ears?
Well,
I couldn't turn him down.
He's pretty loud. I think this turns us down.
Yeah.
But I don't know what.
Yeah, this is you.
That's me, yeah.
Okay.
I like it loud. I'm
I
kind
do
of
too.
deaf, so I like it cranked.
Oh, especially when it gets loud in here.
Yeah. Well, and we can clearly hear the noise, the crowd noise in here, right? Like,
yeah, which is great.
I think. Oh, yeah.
So, like, look, they're wheeling out the drum set here. Like,
yeah, it'll be a little.
So we
bit.
got a while here.
And then, well, yeah, because puck drop's not until 10 after, right? So that countdown. Well, no, that countdown clock is for puck drop. So, Ambri-Piotta went 2-0 last time here, but ended up losing in the semifinals.
Lost 3-2. Yeah. Yeah. Orebro's first time here.
Orebro's first time.
Yeah.
They are a 16, 10, and 2 in Sweden, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Fourth place.
Yeah. So that guy I was talking to. Oh, this was last night at our hotel. They're
staying there.
They're traveling. No, but their traveling journalist was there.
Oh.
And he said the last month they've been playing really well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so just a little tidbit on Brome. He played in Davos last year.
Yeah.
Lit it up. Had 49 points.
Yeah.
He's having to adjust coming back to the tighter Sweden.
Oh, really?
So he's been playing better lately.
Yeah.
But he came at the start of the year like,
makes sense,
just because Sweden's a different, it's a lot different, a lot tighter.
Yeah, because he had, what did he have last year?
Yeah, he had 49 points in 41
games. Yeah.
And so anyway, he's coming around. Because he's got 21 points now.
I collect like hockey cards and stuff, and I run that break group now that I do, but there's this one, you can pay like $140 for a box. It's one card. So I did it, and I opened it up, and it was a Brome Red Wings autoed. I was just like, no. This card's worth like $6. I was just like, huh. We'll see what type of shots they give us for the first 60 to 90 seconds. Then we'll know moving forward if they mix in shots with the coaches or something like that, right? Like,
yeah. The first couple replays, we'll just kind of
see what they
bounce off
give
it.
us, yeah. Loser plays IFK tomorrow. I like this song, I'm not gonna lie. I'm assuming it'll be Juvonen and Enroth in net.
So Enroth went off first.
Yeah.
And Juvonen went off first.
Okay. Yeah, were you here earlier when I said we heard some guy talking another language? Nope, I only hear you now. Yeah. Yeah, and like the in-house music and stuff. Yeah. Oh man, I haven't called a hockey game in about 8 months. I'm fired up. Are you in Rocket still? You don't do the Rocket still, do you?
Not full time.
No, but you do.
You here and there. Yeah.
Who does it? Oh, who else does it?
This guy named Gord McGarva that actually did it before I was there.
Oh, okay. Who's their play-by-play guy now?
Regan Bartell.
Still Regan?
Old
Barty.
Barty.
I thought he left.
No. He got asked. It was down to him and Moon
for the Oilers radio gig. Yeah,
and he. I mean, I don't know if he would have got it or not, but he dropped out.
He did
because his two boys were. That was going into the bubble.
Yeah,
and his two boys were graduating that year. And he's like, it was just timing.
Yeah. Mooner's a good guy.
Yeah, Mooner's great.
The countdown to this year's tournament is on and the participants are ready. Och nun begrüßen wir die Protagonisten. Der 16-fache Turniersieger, 16 times winner of the tournament. Welcome, bienvenue.
Hey, Bucky. I mean, I guess without you doing replays, there's really no reason I'm going to have to talk to you while Dusty's calling the game, right? Mid-game. And I don't think I have a button to be able to do that anyway.
It's a talk back anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Winner of the Spengler Cup, 1962 and 63.
Yeah, I hope it went okay. Dino said it's about 1 minute and 22 seconds.
How's that shot look? Nice.
For the fourth time at the Spengler Cup. Tervetuloa, willkommen, IFK Helsinki! Eine Premiere für das Turnier und den Verein. A first for the tournament and the club. Välkommen, willkommen, Örebro HK Club. Der Gastgeber, the host, willkommen, welcome, HK Club Davos. Emotion pur auf und neben dem Eis. Pure emotion on and off the ice. 10 minutos. Willkommen. Hockey Club Ambri-Piotta.
It's unbelievable.
It's awesome,
It's
man.
What a cool story.
I can see why they should have them here every year. It's that simple, like.
Schön sein, sind wir bis alle hier gemeinsam und dürfen ein tolles Eishockeyfest feiern. Bevor wir aber eröffnen, möchte ich noch kurz einen Blick zurückwerfen. Ich möchte mich an zwei Orten sehr herzlich bedanken. Die ganze Spengler Cup Community mit ihrem Partner Und alle, die uns supporten über die letzten 2 Jahre, haben viel dazu beigetragen, dass wir hier heute so stehen dürfen. Danke vielmals. Dazu kommt auch ich muss auch ein Dankeschön sagen meinem Team. Die haben 3 Jahre aufopfernd gearbeitet und dort dürfen heute der Lohn ihrer Arbeit präsentiert sehen. Auch Ihnen herzlichen Dank und ohne euch würden wir heute nicht hier stehen. Dankeschön. Jetzt zur Zukunft. Wir stehen unmittelbar vor unserem Böck-Einwurf. Es sind 6 Teams aus 5 verschiedenen Ländern, aber es sind 6 Teams aus 6 verschiedenen Sprachregionen. Das zeigt uns, dass das schöne, volksverbindende Fest, das wir hier dank Karl Spengler organisieren dürfen, auch seinen Sinn bekommt. In der heutigen Weltlage ist das nicht selbstverständlich. Danke vielmals. Im Namen des Organisationskomitees Spengler Cup und der Organisation Hockey Club Davos wünschen wir euch allen einen aufregenden, spannenden, intensiven, actionreichen, aber vor allem unfallfreien Spengler Cup. Und mit dieser Böckübergabe eröffne ich den 94. Spengler Cup. Herzlichen Dank und viel Spaß.
Dankeschön. Thank you. Mark Janola, all hit.
Yeah, we will.
And
and Routh is starting.
Yeah,
that's Enroth, yeah.
Orbro, and Juvonen came out first for Piota. He's going to the net.
Yanni Juvonen, yep.
Yeah. Perfect.
Man, there's not an empty seat in here. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, they don't do anthems here before the game, eh? No, I don't think so.
Recall.
There's no way.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just a salute and
I think so.
And then go time.
Davos Ice Stadium. Welcome inside the Davos Ice Stadium, where it is jam-packed as we get set to open up the 2022 Spengler Cup, with Örebro making their Spengler Cup debut, and Ambri-Piotta back for a second go. They were here in 2019. They won both of their round robin games before losing in the semifinal. And the atmosphere inside the arena here, the Cathedral of Hockey in Davos, Kent, is absolutely sensational.
Is it ever? And a lot of it is thanks to this Ambri-Piotta club that has brought thousands of fans. Right before the teams came out, they had a little contest between the groups of fans, who was the loudest, and it was night and day when they announced this Ambri-Piotta club. The atmosphere is incredible. They are ready for puck drop.
So Ambri-Piotta, they're used to playing in front of an insane crowd. They've got a stadium that seats 7,000 that was recently constructed in their very small community, and we'll get to that a little bit more as we work our way through the broadcast. That's Jonas Enroth between the pipes for Örebro. Jonas Enroth, 4 stops in the National Hockey League, starting in Buffalo, ending with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it'll be Jani Juvonen in net for Ambri-Piotta. And in a tournament like this, as we get set to drop the puck, there is no room for error in this event. It's such a quick turnaround.
It really is. Right from the opening puck drop, both teams, you've got to be ready. A lot of it does fall on the goaltenders. They've got to make sure that they're sharp and ready to go. But you're right, Dustin. You got 2 games to make your mark, to set your seeding for the semifinals.
The winner of this game will get tomorrow off. The loser of this game set to play Helsinki same time tomorrow here at the Ice Stadium in Davos. And we are underway in Switzerland, and welcome back to the Spengler Cup, first tournament since 2019. And we are underway. The crowd here already chanting as Ambri-Piotta defends early. This will be brought down the right side, flipped towards the front of the goal, through the crease and out the other side by Philip Holm. Now in behind the net, near side, comes up the near right wing boards. Picked up by Brome, far side, settled down by Berglund, throws it into the slot, and that's knocked in behind the goal. Good pressure here early from Orbro, making their Spengler debut. Back to the point, shot through a crowd, and Juvonen hangs on for the first stop of the tournament.
Wow, really good start for Örebro. Really right from the opening faceoff, got the puck in deep and went to work, creating a cycle, and emotions ramped up already. There you see Zaki Odati getting involved in front of the net with the Örebro forward. Emotions are high, and so you got to make sure to check yourself early on. You can really be on the back foot if you're too amped up.
Shot from the point, wide blocker, bounces quickly off the boards. Backhanded up the side wall and eventually knocked back inside the blue line, controlled by Örebro again. Lino in over the blue line right side. One-timer coming, that's deflected, bounces up over top of the goal and controlled in behind the net, but the net is pushed off, and now a little pushing and shoving at the edge of the crease. And Ambri-Piotta back on their heels here in the early going against an Orbro team that's 16-10-2 in the SHL so far this year. 3 of those wins coming in overtime.
Yeah, they've been in much better form lately in the Swedish Elite Hockey League. Started out slow, but have moved their way up to 4th place. And we just saw that shot from Robert Lino. 6 goals on the season so far for Orbro. That one deflected up and over top.
Face off to the blocker side right of Juvonen.
That's it, good job, guys.
This will be controlled by Ambri-Piotta. We'll play it up the boards. Taken away by Nakava and flipped back down the ice. Sarajärvi brought in on loan for the tournament from the SCL Tigers, in behind the net. Now they'll move it up the middle of the ice. A little bit of room to skate down the left side and into the far corner. Now cleared down the ice, no icing, that's gonna be waved off. Hustling back to grab it, Yannick Fischer reverses it in behind the goal for Forler. Forler through the neutral zone, pestered from behind, lost the puck, spot check will scoop it up and calmly plays it back inside his own blue line, now knocked ahead. And at center ice, it'll be drilled down in behind the goal by Fischer. Puck misses everybody, comes all the way back out to the neutral zone. Fischer has it again just inside his own blue line. Knocked into the zone. And it is onside. It was a close play at the blue line, and they'll battle in the corner down to the blocker side right of Enroth. Musique played it to the middle of the ice, now knocked into the far corner. Spot check first on it for the Swiss club. And Orbro will take over control of this puck, knocking out line changes on both sides. Sverger, high slot, shot blocked. Musique knocks it away to the blue line and out. That'll be controlled by Virtanen. And we've got our first penalty of the hockey game, less than 3 minutes in.
Well, a little more puck control from Ambri-Piotta the last minute and a half. Certainly the game started out with Orbro, but you can see the trip there comes in. It's going to be Music with the trip for Orbro as he takes down Virtanen. And the first power play of the tournament goes to Ambri-Piotta.
Really big opportunity here for Ambri-Piotta just to get some momentum after a little bit of a slow start.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Destin. We saw them control the play the last minute or so here, but to get an early man advantage, get some shots towards Jonas Ethron. He's yet to be tested in net for Örebro.
Off the draw, Heed trying to keep that in just inside the blue line. It'll be controlled. Rissanen with an opportunity, plays it right up the middle of the ice, broken up, and Tim Heed will bring it back in. Played in behind the goal. Rissanen had it bounce off his stick. Centered out front, no shot there, back to the blue line. Heed throws it over far side. Shot coming wide, blocker all the way around and out to the neutral zone. Heed will grab it again. Drops it off, Sarajärvi. Moves it ahead, Heed, the defenseman, down along the near boards. Met there by a couple of members of Örebro, back up to the blue line. Sarajärvi uses his glove, knocks it down, drops it off to Heed. Heed down the left wing boards, pressured from behind by Eklund. Enroth watching on, action in the corner to his right. Heed controlling the puck on this power play, drops it off behind the net, back up to the point. Sarajärvi, a rocket and a save by Enroth. Through traffic, he got his glove on it, and the first big test of the day passed by Jonas Enroth.
Some real nice puck movement from Ambri-Piotta. They eventually get it back to the point. There you see the one-time blast from Sarajärvi through some bodies. Jonas Enroth picks it up through the screen right into the glove to make his first save of the afternoon.
Enroth with a .908 save percentage and a 2.31 goals against average, 14-7 so far in the net for Örebro in league play. Puck to the corner, knocked in behind the goal. They'll battle along the boards, knocked away, and out into the neutral zone. Virtanen, near side now, in over the blue line. Down into the corner, Spacek. Spacek behind the net. Back up top, right point. Piota, one good scoring chance so far on this power play. A deflection in front. Here's Formanton, another crack at it. Side of the goal, and it'll be played all the way down the ice.
Oh, good chance from Alex Formanton there. He actually got his stick on the long shot. Deflected just wide, and then it was too tight of an angle on the rebound.
Now in over the blue line, Virtanen drops it off, stays at the point. 3 shots on that power play for Ambri-Piotta, could not finish. Josh Juris plays it in behind the goal, near side. Dottie slides down along the boards, knocks it in behind the net. Now it'll be picked up, skated away, and a little bit of room to wheel for Rodrigo Abels. Abels knocks it down into the corner. Heed's on it there. He'll be pressured. Calmly plays it up the middle of the ice. Taken away. Another crack at it to clear the zone here for Ambri-Piotta. And tracked down from behind. It'll be taken away from Josh Juris. Through the neutral zone, gets to center ice. Newbuehler knocks it in behind the net. Boards seem a little lively in behind the goal here so far, don't they?
Yeah, a couple strange hops. That one just about came right out in front in favor of Ambri-Piotta.
Turned over inside the blue line, shot coming. Newbuehler didn't get all of it. Bounces down into the corner. Forler's on it there. Newbuehler to help him, takes it away. He's going to be pressured Now walks along the goal line, trying to play it up front. That's taken away. Dario Burglar flipped it to the middle of the ice. That's broken up and now knocked away. And after a little bit of a slow start for Ambri-Piotta, since they've had that power play, they've really got their legs going here. Heim. From the blue line all the way down the ice. They're going to say it's deflected. No icing. Forsmark back on it there. And now up the right side, a little bit of room to wheel here. Elias Ekstrom in with a shot off of a stick. All the way around far boards. Played ahead. Picked off at center ice. And now chopped down. Enroth quickly plays it. Heads up play by the netminder. Now it's thrown over on the right side. Ekstrom again in over the blue line. Harassed from behind. Play broken up. And that'll be chopped back out to the neutral zone. Almost 7 minutes gone here in the opening frame. Shots just one apiece so far. We are scoreless in game one of the 2022 Spengler Cup. Poked ahead, nice play, opportunity walking in. And that pass from Wickman goes astray. 3 wide now through the neutral zone. Schlappick knocks it down into the corner. Spot check, far side. Puck support moving down the wall. We'll knock it back into the corner for Eggenberger. Brought in here on loan for the event. Doughty chases the puck down into the corner. Drops it off there. Back up to the blue line. Ambri-Piotta crowd wanting a penalty. They're not going to get it as the puck trickles around down and behind the goal. Eggenberger's on it there. Off of a skate to the blue line and out into the neutral zone. As both teams will mix in a change again. Pretty good pace to this hockey game so far.
Oh, is it ever, Dustin? And it's amazing how that penalty really just changed the momentum. Orbro came out that opening minute and a half, could do no wrong, and they've been on the back foot ever since, taking that tripping call.
Inti Pistoni pressured, almost lost the puck. Now he's going to get it back again. Throws it over far side, and they'll move it up the middle of the ice. Far boards now. That's taken away again. Lino will come back the other way for Orbro. They're onside as they hit the line. Pressure from Jurish. And now it's knocked all the way around. Left point kept in. Good look up into the high slot. Now thrown across. Opportunity here. Quick shot into the glove of Juvonen. And he'll hang on. Well, Bucky's saying some stats.
Oh, but do you hear the other guy?
I heard the other guy briefly, yeah.
He's talking all the time.
I'm
Yes.
hearing that every time.
I heard it a couple times, but
Yeah.
are you hearing it all the time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm not hearing that. No,
Yeah,
no.
like these, every time something happens, someone shot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I'm not hearing
Okay,
that.
thanks, Bucky.
Welcome back to Davos, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. We have a scoreless first period so far. About 8.5 minutes into the Spengler Cup here. Orbro making their tournament debut, going up against Ambri-Piotta.
Good job, guys. That's it.
There's another quick shot right off the face-off. 4th save of the game for Juvonen. Now played up the middle of the ice, a little bit of room here. They'll pick it up and wheel down the left side. Shot on goal, and that's steered into the corner. Marinas behind the net, tries to work it out front. He's got 2 guys parked right in front of the goal. Couldn't get it there just yet. Now it's poked up over the glass and out of play.
Well, there's a look at Quinton Howden. Of course, a Canadian player. Played a little bit with the Florida Panthers. Represented Canada many, many times. Picked up for this tournament for Orbro. And you get the feeling that we will hear his name more than just a few times in this tournament.
Played in both the 2010 and 2011 World Junior Championships. Came home with silver and bronze. Did not win a gold medal at the World Juniors. Howden was selected 25th overall by the Florida Panthers back in 2010. And now joining Orbro here for the Spengler Cup. Off the draw, knocked into the corner. Orbro trying to gain possession, now they will. Berglund flips it down and behind the goal. Battle along the boards. A little bit of hooking and holding on the far side, goes uncalled. Just one power play so far in this game. Ambri-Piotta denied on that. Now Berglund with some speed, drops it back up top. One-timer, nice save there along the ice by Jani Juvonen. Daniel Grossi plays it up the middle of the ice. It's going to be broken up and flipped back down by Berglund. Controlled in behind the net. Heed will settle down as Ambri-Piotta will get a full change in here. Heed now options to his right. That's where he goes, up the middle of the ice with a little bit of speed. Now in over the blue line. Puck still laying there, thrown towards the front of the net. Nobody home, and it'll bounce back down into the corner. Fisher at the left point. Plays it back down low, now up the wall. Spot check, Fisher one-timer. Stick broken half. He rushes over to the bench for a new weapon. Battle in the corner here as Ambri-Piotta maintains offensive zone possession, at least momentarily. And now we'll have a race for the puck down into the corner. And it was Dottie against William Wickman. And that puck will eventually get to the goal line for an icing.
Well, Ambri-Piotta, especially that top line featuring Spacek, Chalapik, and Eggenberger, has been a handful down low. They move the puck from low to high very well. You see that last shot from Fisher, he breaks his stick. So nothing doing there, but something to continue to watch the activation of the defense from Ambri-Piotta.
Eggenberger brought in here on loan for the tournament as well. Now a clean face-off win, controlled shot through a crowd, hit a leg. Rebound just sitting there, and that'll be scooped up and hammered around. One of the better scoring chances in this hockey game is going to lead to another icing call as Orbro on their heels a little bit midway through the opening period.
Well, it's a loose puck right off the face-off, and it ends up on the stick of Dominik Zwerger. Zwerger's an Austrian national, but spent 3 years in the Western Hockey League, the Spokane Chiefs and the Everett Silvertips. Now several years playing in Ambri-Piotta, and he has a good look there.
Now in behind the goal, a little bit of time, backdoor, what a save! Enroth comes across with a denial on the play, going left to right, and he robs Ville Sarajärvi.
Oh, we talked about activation from the defense from Piotta. That's exactly what happens here. Sarajärvi picks up the one-time shot, and terrific tracking from Jonas Enroth, the Örebro netminder, who follows that across, and then the shot against the grain into his glove.
Enroth, familiar name to many of you watching back in North America. World Juniors, Olympics, World Championships, big part of the Swedish hockey program. 4 different stops in the National Hockey League, and now here, backstopping Orbro. Just inside the blue line, shot coming here. Enroth took it high up on the shoulder, and then it was poked back into him very quickly by his defenseman, and he was able to cover it for another whistle. Lucas Soretta, head coach of Ambri-Piotta.
Yeah, he's got to be happy with what he's seen lately here. About the last 7 or 8 minutes of hockey, it's been all Ambri-Piotta. Very, very active cycle in the offensive zone. We talk about the dynamic defense moving regularly up and down from the point, creating opportunities.
Neubuehler plays it in behind the goal. Sarajärvi up the middle of the ice. Neubuehler with a little bit of room, some speed, right wing side, in over the blue line, tried to cut to the middle. Lost the handle on it though, and it'll be taken in behind the net and out of harm's way. Up the near boards. Music drops it back. They'll get the zone. Played in. Sent towards the front of the goal. Knocked away. And now opportunity to clear the zone for the Swiss club. They'll bring it back away. 4 wide through the neutral zone. Knocked down in to the far corner. Andre Heim back up to Dottie. Dottie's gonna load. That's blocked, and now an opportunity, possible 2-on-1 the other way. A bouncing puck though, flipped ahead, controlled, but knocked away. Good job hustling back there defensively by Ambri-Piotta. That was Zakio Dottie making the play defensively. 4 Örebro players on the far side. And eventually it's knocked away. Good push towards the net by Formanton, and he scores! Glove side, top corner. Ambri-Piotta on the board first.
Well, it's Alex Formanton who picks up this puck just inside his own blue line. And then it's off to the races. He's got 1 player to beat once he gets past the Orbro defender. Terrific poise. You can see the errant pass to the middle of the ice from Orbro there. And then Formanton shields off the defender, brings it to his forehand, and then ever so casually up and over the glove of Enroth, right into the top corner. Terrific finish from the former Ottawa Senator, who couldn't come to terms before the NHL's deadline at December 1st, found his way to Ambri-Piotta and gets his team on the board.
Looked like Enroth might have got just a little piece of it. Enroth had been pretty good so far here, but Ambri-Piotta had been pushing, and then opportunity to spring Formanton there. And he used his speed and his body to get the job done. 1-0 for the Swiss club. Their crowd here loving it. And we will have a power play coming up at the Spengler.
The penalty actually took place in front of the net. It wasn't the hook, there. No, it's a cross check in front of the net.
Guy is loud.
You called it, Bucky. I like these little stats on here, Hardest shot.
Yeah, that is good, yeah.
Tino.
Yeah. Well, an opportunity for Orbro here to get back on track after starting the game very well and then being hemmed in their own zone on a regular basis, leading to an eventual goal by Ambri-Piotta. They find themselves down 1-0, but they are on a power play here as we return to Davos, Switzerland. Dottie battling defensively in the corner. Heed comes in to help him as well. Josh Juris waiting there, 84 in blue, and he'll watch on as his teammates grab this puck and send it all the way down the ice.
Well, Dustin, we'll keep our eye on 25 Orbro. That's Philip Holm. He's actually the leading scorer of Orbro. He's a defenseman, but he is the quarterback of this power play. Everything goes through him at the top.
He has the puck now, works it down along the boards. We'll play it back up top. Holm in the corner, all the way in behind the net. Now back up along the boards. Dropped off, deflected in front towards the blue line, and eventually knocked out. Holm has it again. Watched closely here by Daniel Grossi. He's going to put some pressure on him. Quick line change for the Orbro power play unit. And now Lino will bring it in right side. gets the blue line, drops it back up top. Nakava, far side. Lino on an errant pass, gets control again. Back over, one-timer coming, and that's off a stick, up and out of play. Philip Berglund with the one-time attempt. Third-round pick of the Oilers back in 2016.
One more look at the Alex Formanton goal. That one put Ambri-Piotta ahead 1-0. That's where we are now. 25 seconds left on the Örebro power play.
Face off right to the goaltender. And Juvonen wastes no time, plays it all the way down the ice by himself. Nakava back to pick it up for Orbro. Gets it to Lino. Everybody's on side as he gains the zone. Drops it back up top. Shot through a crowd. Might have hit a stick, bounces in behind the net. Controlled once again, back up top. Nakava at the point, across to Lino. Lino, high slot, shot towards the net. Juvonen steers that into the corner, and that'll be hammered all the way down the ice. Penalty was over, and that will be icing with just over 5 minutes remaining in the period.
A little bit of a fractured power play from Orbro there. A couple good looks. You could see what they were trying to do is to get the puck into the middle, just above the hash marks there, just to punch it out from the wing there, but good active sticks from Piota, either deflecting it up out of the way or not even letting that shot through in the first place.
Puck will be dropped to the right side of Juvonen, and that's chopped all the way down the ice again for another icing, so we'll set it up and do it again. Game 1 of the 2022 Spengler Cup. Sparta Prague and the Canadian club will meet later on this afternoon. Be another jam-packed arena for that as well.
You never come down in the white. I never come down? No, you just...
Yeah, you can't beat the atmosphere here.
We were talking about it earlier. It's like Hockey Fest, and then there's the tournament that kind of headlines it, but the parties here and the whole city, it's gorgeous. And
well, the tagline is the peak of hockey up in the Swiss Alps, and it really is a celebration of hockey. It's parties all around the outside of the rink, and inside is where the action's at, and we've got our next power play coming at here. It's going to be Orbro going to the box. Mastomaki for boarding. A little too aggressive on the Piota forward there. So back to the power play goes Ambri-Piotta.
Mastomaki in his first trip to the Spengler, 6 years now with Orbro. Was the captain a couple of years ago. He's on pace right now for his best season offensively. He's going to be in the box for 2 or less as his club will win the draw. Play it to the blue line. Hung up there forever and eventually bounced out. Must have took a weird hop as that one kind of caught the defenseman a little off guard. Calmly through the neutral zone. Schlappick brings it in. Onside, now Schlappick in the corner. Watch closely, plays it back up along the boards. And that'll be settled down and controlled. Back up top along the blue line. Virtanen drops it off. Rebound, batted away, and down the ice is Jesse Virtanen will go back to grab it again. He's got Spacek swooping in behind him. Plays it over on the far side. Now they'll get it back to Spacek. Bouncing puck, controls it neatly. Can't gain the zone, and that'll be knocked all the way back down into Ambri-Piotta territory. Eggenberger puts on the brakes. Virtanen. Formanton. Schlappick now controls down into the corner. Taken heavily into the boards there. Knocked away, but Spacek keeps it in. He's got some time. Spacek looking for Heim, but he whiffed on it. Now Heim again. Knocked off the puck. Maybe a chance here for Orbro to clear. Ambri-Piotta takes over control again. Formanton, high slot, drops it back. Spacek wants it at the left point. He'll get it. Now back up top to the blue line. Back to Spacek. Traffic in front. Looking back door. No shot yet. Puck bounces, and now it'll be cleared down the ice. Some decent movement there, but nothing to show for it.
Some terrific puck movement. The last one there came right through to Chlapik, and he hesitated just for a second. The one-time shot was there. It was difficult because the pass did come through traffic, but just delaying 1 second, and he lost his shooting lane.
Saarajärvi up through the middle of the ice, left wing side. Pass misses Pistoni. He'll hustle into the corner to grab it. Knocked around far side. Settled down and controlled there by Dario Burglar. Heed, one-timer wide, glove side, a rocket. Great pressure again here. That Swiss crowd getting behind Ambri-Piotta. Probably about 90% of this crowd wearing the scarves and toques of Ambri-Piotta. Now it's center ice. This will go off of a stick up into the air and drops down into the crowd.
Well, some quality puck movement on this man advantage for Ambri-Piotta, but really no terrific shots on net. That was the best opportunity off the stick of Tim Heed. He put that one-timer wide past the glove of Jonas Enroth.
Thank you. Okay, George, stick in the white. Now, stick.
Nielsen, center ice. Chips it down into the corner as he takes a check. Olberg, pressure there for Orbro. Now given away, and here's an opportunity right up the middle of the ice. Sverger waits, drops it off, and Lino will eventually knock it away. Looked like Sverger didn't think he was going to be able to win that race and sort of just pulled the chute on it.
Yeah, you're right, he really did. I think he was standing still when that puck first came to him. So from there it was off to the races. You see again, an errant pass from Orbro. That's what led to the first goal from Formanton, but here, Sverger had the puck coming down the left side, and either he thought he could create a 2-on-1 by delaying a little bit there.
Trying to cut wide, yeah.
But the back pressure from Orbro took away that pass and nothing doing.
Rissanen to his own blue line, has it knocked away from behind, but it will be controlled. Ekstrom with the puck in his skates, pressured there by Dottie. Ekstrom still has it, finds a man just outside the blue line, now into the zone with a shot. Steered away by Juvonen. Ekstrom, one-timer off the post and out the other side. Past the blocker of Juvonen, but not the iron. It'll bounce into the corner. Juvonen stares on as his team almost had control, missed it though. And now it'll be played out and down the ice. Formanton was trying to sneak in behind the defense. Here's Eklund. By himself, rest of his team off for a quick change. Kills a little bit of time and then dumps it into the corner. Quentin Howden back up to the blue line. Now sent towards the net. Nice job by Juvonen to pick up that puck and hang on. About 32 seconds remaining here, and your thoughts on the first?
Well, obviously it's a great start for Ambri-Piotta. The pace has been terrific. We've seen a little bit of a comeback the last few minutes from Orbro. That last one, the best shot off the stick of Philip Berglund, but after three years being away, you can tell the fans are in it, both teams. The pace has been good.
Final few moments of period number one. Ambri-Piotta on top, 1-0 on the strength of a goal from Alex Formanton. Shot into Enroth, and he will hang on for another whistle. Enroth's been pretty steady, beaten on a partial breakaway by Formanton, and that was it.
He has been very steady, and that's something this Orbro team has come to expect. And in the Swedish Elite League, as Jonas Enroth goes, so does Orbro, and he's been in very good form lately, and he's looked strong in this first period.
Heim on the draw for Ambri-Piotta. If you're just joining us, they're the Swiss club wearing the blue uniforms, and they will get control off their draw. Saarajärvi with a shot through Enroth there, closes the door on the 5-hole, and it'll bounce into the corner. Matthias Brome, former Detroit Red Wing, will skate it out to center ice, and that is going to do it for the opening 20 minutes of the 2022 Spengler Cup. And it is Ambri-Piotta with thousands of fans in attendance. They lead 1-0 over Orbro. All right, Buck, I'll head down. Okay, Brandon McMillan, got it.
I think that's fair enough.
No,
No?
we're not allowed. That's all we know.
Okay, then we take that back.
Bucky, you there? Everything okay for that opening 20? He did, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for that. Any comments? More of, less of? How'd it go?
Good. It was good, yeah.
Did you brush against something there?
Did I bump?
Hit the wall?
I must have, yeah.
How's it, McMillan? Was good?
He was good, yeah. Yeah, he was good. Yeah. Yeah, it was okay interview. Formerton? I don't know. We'll have to. Jeez, man, I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, that's when I'd put on PG. But I know he's going to say don't talk to him. I know, that's two goals in the first game. I know.
And he looks good.
He looks really good, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Well,
no, Joris is on the other side.
Piota.
He's a Piota guy.
Yeah.
Quentin Howden, yep. Okay, perfect. What were the official shots? 9-8?
They're really staggered. Like, they don't update them.
Yeah, they update them whenever, yeah.
Yeah.
I like to keep a running tab.
Yeah.
Yeah. The live feed's working, though, hey? Like the stats? Okay. Oh, so they take away the assist on the Formanton goal?
Well, no,
it said Tim Heat earlier.
Shouldn't have been, because it was just the Orbro guy that tried to center it.
Okay.
And he just picked it up. And
all right, yeah, because when I looked at it later in the first, it said Heat, but.
Okay. Bucky, anything less or more from me? Yeah.
$12.20 would be $7.40 of the first.
It's okay. Didn't stumble too many times.
Both power plays 0 for 1. All right, caught up.
Okay, boys, in the blue zone here, make sure one thing only. Sorry, Mac. Whoever has the puck here, we got one guy, doesn't matter if it's a center or a defensive coming up. So instead of moving outside here.
There's a lot of Orbro guys where their jersey's tucked in. You can't.
Yeah, it's tough.
see
These
the
are
name.
numbers, yeah.
Then we attack. Okay, so let's not leave holes in the middle there. No, keep them outside. Keep them outside. Once they move the puck, you saw they really like to give and go, so make sure you box them out. Okay? Breakout. You saw it work with the slash here. So keep going here, keep moving the puck. Let's be very smart at the blue line. Okay? Our blue line, their blue line. Sometimes gotta fuck the fat lady. You gotta just chip it out or chip it in. Our slash will go also on the regroup, T2D up. Take a look once in a while. You might find a hole here. Right? You might find a hole.
It's tough when you're doing games like teams for the first time that you aren't familiar with at all. Because before figuring out the player, I have to make sure I'm looking at the right team.
No.
Right?
Exactly. I know, because at least I can I can look at it.
Yeah.
You know, and try to figure
Yeah.
out. But you're in.
I've got like
you're in the middle.
white and blue. I'm trying to like.
I know.
And only one thing in the ozone here. Let's try to, once you get the puck in the corner, let's be strong on that puck. Okay, let's be very strong. Then we got the winger here, centerman here, so you always have the chance to bump it to the centerman. B and D. You can move it up right away, maybe go over. If you start to walk up, he's gonna slide. Centerman, hold your position.
I like Philip Berglund for Orbro.
Yeah.
He had a couple good plays.
He was in the Oilers farm team last year. Played with Bakersfield last season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. It doesn't work. So a little bit more stop and start in the ozone and let's practice. Because we had a couple of very good shots from the blue line, but fuck is his everything. So let's make sure we are there. Right? We are there. If they're pushing you away, let you push and come back. And then the last thing here, I thought the only time they were a little bit dangerous on their rush, okay? Especially when we didn't bump those Ds here. Let's make sure here, we have to see a lot. Two wingers, first guy goes, second guy goes, centerman comes up, D will come up, and here we bump them. If they make a move on you, perfect. Oh, but here they don't have speed. stop, come back, attack them, let that part back, and let's start to work with the defensive move. Okay? For me, the key word is. For me, the key word is. Let's stay patient here. Let's stay patient, but not passive. Vaffanculo il passive, Inti. Okay? Siamo patient in our way to play, but very, 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 very aggressive. Very, 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 very aggressive. With the puck, without the puck. Okay? Strong on those pucks. We support each other. We play simple and we play with speed. You saw the goal. Sometimes, Jack, we get some good shit sometimes, but most of the time we say the truth. Use the speed. Let's go and attack.
He started coaching when he was 28. Like he retired and just, I don't remember if it was an injury. For some reason, I think he had like maybe an eye injury or something.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe he just wanted to get into coaching.
It's
Like
been 14 years with the club.
Yeah. Ah, that's what it was. Well, during his first camp with the Leafs, he was diagnosed with a defect in his aortic valve.
Really?
Yeah, I thought he kind of ended early for some reason. He played there for a bit, and then he ended his career in 2008 due to heart problems and began coaching.
Was that right with St. John's, or did he go?
Oh, he came over and played 2 years at Bern, then 2 years here, and then that was it.
Right from there to assistant coach.
Yeah. So much more room, the width of this ice, like it's okay.
It's incredible the back pressure though, right? Like both teams, like
yeah, that's
they
true.
get a break.
Yeah.
Copy that.
What do you say? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're good.
So how long do you think we'll have before the period starts?
Yeah. Well, maybe some adjustments. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's like, but we'll get used to it. We'll get used to what they're showing us, right? So.
I love the coaching staff, sweaters and jeans.
Yeah. And it's just the two of them, eh? It's Soretta and then one guy. I think that other guy must be like their trainer or something.
He's got the gloves.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I'm not used to seeing the refs with the green armband.
Yeah.
It's messing with me. Like,
interesting, eh?
okay, all right, yeah. Talk to the pitchers. Welcome back inside the Ice Stadium in Davos, Switzerland. As they look for the old smelling salts out here for the beginning of the second period for Orbro, who didn't play a bad first period. They just find themselves down 1-0.
They had a great start, and they kind of settled in a little bit. That's where Ambri-Piotta started to take the play to Örebro, but we did see them come on in the last few minutes of that opening 20. And there's a look at Lucas Sarita, the head coach for Ambri-Piotta. We could hear his talk in the dressing room in between periods. He was emphasizing patience for his club, but also being very aggressive. He wanted to be aggressive, but be patient, and also use their speed. So we'll look for that here in the second.
He was confusing me a little bit, because he's like, you need to be patient, you need to be, but aggressive. I was like, what do you want? What do you want? His team, they lead 1-0, and we're set to go. Canada versus Prague later on here at the Spengler Cup. Thank you very much for joining us on TSN as we are underway. Orbro, that's Jonas Enroth in between the pipes, beaten once by Alex Formanton in the first period on a partial breakaway. Here's Formanton with the puck now, plays it back up to the blue line, bounced on the defender, but Dottie's able to keep it in, knocks it down into the corner, and now it's out to the neutral zone. Stretch pass ahead to Formanton, missed it. Bounces into the corner, picks it up there. Heed will join him up along the boards. That'll be dropped off. Schlappick patient with the puck. Now they get it back up top to Spacek. Shot wide, glove side, directed down into the corner, but a nice start here for this Swiss club. Eggenberger along the boards. Far side. And now down into the corner. Centered out front. Eggenberger all by himself. Lost the handle on it though. Goes to the boards and picks it up. Drops it off at the blue line, now moves down the side wall. That just stayed in the zone. And Eggenberger's got it in behind the goal. A little bit of room. Now he's going to go for a skate. Drops it off side of the goal. Back up top. Nice start to the period here for Ambri-Piotta. Send one on net. Enroth, no problem there. Calmly steers it to the corner. Great look right in front. And Enroth got a shoulder on that. Spacek. And Orbro finally, after 90 seconds hemmed in, not the start they were looking for, down 1-0. And here's home. Line changes kind of open things up for him a little bit, and it's off a stick and up out of play.
Well, that first line for Ambri-Piotta has been a handful. Schlappick, Eggenberger, and Spacek. The best chance right there. Terrific centering pass from Spacek onto the stick of Nando Eggenberger. He tries to go high blocker on Enroth, who stands his ground, but it's incredible the puck possession that we've seen from that number one unit down low in the Orbro zone.
Enroth, if you're going to beat him, going up top might not be the worst thing. He's 5'11", so he's not a prototypical big netminder, but he's been beaten just once so far here today. This puck off the face-off actually is one all the way back down in behind the Orbro goal. Now stumbling through the neutral zone, they'll chop it in over the blue line, but just momentarily. Good second effort. Ekstrom brings it up, drops it off to Eklund with a shot, and they score! We're tied at 1 as it's hammered home by Chris Mostomaki. And after a slow start to the period, just like that, Orbro finds the back of the net.
Well, it's a quick transition into the neutral zone. Ambri-Piotta loses the puck, and Orbro, boom, boom, the other way. Terrific one-time pass from Eklund onto the stick of Mastomaki. No mistake on and off his stick. In the blink of an eye, past the outstretched Yanni Joven, the Ambri-Piotta netminder. And that evens the score at 1-1.
Mastomaki just 5 goals in 28 league games so far this season. Low-scoring league, we know that, but now he's got one here at the Spengler, and he's got his team on the board. 1-1 early stages. Game 1, period 2 in Davos. Great start to the period for Ambri-Piotta, and then all of a sudden, one mistake, and it ends up in the back of the net. And after the mistake along the boards, maybe a little bit of overcommitment, great finish to find the back of the net. Nice pass and a one-timer, it gets it done.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, Orbro obviously got the turnover in the neutral zone, like you said, but then it was two terrific plays, two quick passes, and then the finish from Mastomaki to get Orbro on the board.
Face-off knocked back towards the blue line, and now it's played down into the corner. The back up top, knocked out of the zone, and now a race for the puck. Sarajärvi watched closely there by Marinas. Puts on the brakes, reverses it around near side, and Josh Juris brings it in. Lost the handle on it, comes right back to Pistone, who stepped into one. That might have hit the top of Enroth's stick. Now Heed sends one through, blocked by a defenseman, knocked into the corner. Rissanen on it there. Pistone comes in trying to find the loose puck. Juris thought about a shot, dumped it back to Dottie, couldn't control the hot pass. And now the battle down and behind the goal. Looking back door for Juris, who'd head towards the front of the net. It's taken away. And now with speed, Matthias Brome. Brome puts on the brakes, flips it towards the goal, ends up in behind the net, all the way around on the near boards, and chipped back out into the neutral zone. Left side, a little bit of room. Lino walking in, backhander, door closed, another crack at it. And a good job by Juvonen to keep that pad on the ice. Another one sent in, Juvonen steers it to the corner. Formanton on it there for Ambri-Piotta to the blue line, not out. Another crack at it here. And Formanton will grab it, bounces off his skate, broken up at the blue line, and Lino will dump it off to Oberg. Return feed. Lino gets the blue line by himself, plays it around into the near corner. Oberg gives it away. Now up the middle of the ice, intended for Eggenberger. Icing waved off as he gets there, and eventually tracking that puck down inside the Orbro zone. Loose puck, side of the goal. Spacek wanted it, they couldn't get it to him, and now it's knocked off his stick out into the neutral zone as this top line back out there for Ambri-Piotta again. Schlappick, a nice move. Walks around a defender, takes it in behind the goal, knocked off the puck momentarily, regains possession, and then gave it away. Ekstrom has it knocked off his stick. Virtanen into the near corner. Stretch pass, misses everybody. Enroth will come out to play it. Rissanen comes back to help his netminder. The injured player heading off. That looked like the goal scorer, Mastomaki. Nice pickup here. Howden walks in, fires it into the belly of Juvonen. And no rebound to be had there as he hangs on. And it is Mastomaki. Kind of went down awkwardly there, didn't he?
Yeah, he went down to the boards. The best chance from Ambri-Piotta a few minutes ago came off a broken play, went off the stick of Enroth. And then here was a quick drive from Orbro. Here's the injury from Mastomaki. He just kind of catches an edge himself there. Went into the boards on his own. It looks like his right knee awkwardly falls in.
Off the face-off, a little bit more pressure here from Orbro. It's almost like that goal sort of gave them confidence that they can play with this team.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Dustin. They got that goal, and then they've gone right back to work. We're seeing probably the most puck possession attack zone time they've had over the last couple minutes in this game.
Marinas down in the corner. Far side. Forsmark moves down, knocks it back in behind the net. And now it's one-handed out to the neutral zone. Forler giving chase. And played high off the glass, a wise decision. And it's out into the neutral zone. Heim will settle it down there. Throws it across far side to Tim Heed. Pass misses the intended target, but they'll skate onto it anyway. Andre Heim walking in on his off wing, cuts to the middle, lost the handle, goes down. Crowd wanted a call, not gonna get it. And that puck is knocked back in behind the net. Dangerous looking attack there from Andre Heim. Juvonen in behind his own net. Now they give it away in behind the goal. He doesn't have a stick. Loose puck there. One save. Now another, and eventually it's knocked away. Great save without a stick by Juvonen. Juris left it behind him. Now he takes a return feed in the corner, plays it all the way back up to the point. Just over 6 minutes gone here in the second period. We're tied at 1. Pistoni, a little drag and a shot. Wide glove. Dottie hustles onto this puck, plays it back in behind the net. Eggenberger's on it there. Watched closely and now pinned against the boards in the corner. Juris, far side, all alone with a shot. What a save by Enroth. Another crack at it. Juris, another stop. And eventually it's batted away. And Ambri-Piotta looks and pushes to regain the lead.
3 terrific looks from Ambri-Piotta. Josh Juris looked like he had a point-blank opportunity. And then the rebound. Jonas Enroth stands his ground and shuts the door. But a real good reply from Piotta. This last one here that came back to the point, instead of just winding up and firing that, the Ambri-Piotta defender looked to feather it through the crowd.
Just a couple of wide open opportunities there for Ambri-Piotta. Icing the call here, so this puck will be dropped glove side left of Janne Juvonen. The officials here are very polite, always saying thank you. Rissanen keeps this puck in behind the goal. Lino, watched closely there by Juris. Now in behind the net, Sarajärvi, some time to skate onto it. Up along the boards, Rissanen keeps it in as the two Finnish defensemen battle there. Oberg grabs it, pass in behind him. Juris has it. Gets the blue line, sends it in, blockered away harmlessly by Enroth. And now back out to the neutral zone. Rissanen breaks it up at his own blue line, gets another crack at it here. This time he'll turn and settle it down, looked up ice, then decided to drop it back to his D partner. And now they'll attack the middle of the ice. Oliver Eklund working around a defender. Puck taken into the corner. They'll move down from the blue line to knock it back in behind the net. Virtanen has his man tied up. It's the goal scorer, Masomäki. Ekstrom comes in to grab it. Harassed as he works it up towards the blue line and eventually off of a leg and out. Eklund turns, finds Ekstrom, and they're offside at the far blue line. We are tied at 1 at the Spengler.
Mit gas, Dusty, mit gas.
That must be sparkling, sparkling water. Oh man, come on.
Dusty just opened his water, but it was sparkling. So
it sprayed everywhere. Damn it. Yeah.
Well, it took a while, but we noticed Josh Juris finally.
He doesn't skate very well, does he? This is a mess now.
Oh, shoot.
Welcome back to our Spengler Cup coverage. Face-off will be coming just outside the Ambri-Piotta blue line. If you're just joining us, Ambri-Piotta, the Swiss club in the blue, and Orbro in their first trip to the Spengler out of the Swedish Hockey League, wearing the whites. Here's Spacek, has Eggenberger with them, tried to feed it across, didn't work. That was broken up, and now played up the left side. Marinas flips it out through the neutral zone. And now just inside the blue line, that's Fisher. And they'll blow it down on the offside. You know, you talk about the wide ice. And when I first came over here to the Spengler in 2018, I was thinking, oh, all the offense is going to be wild and crazy. And, you know, these teams, this is the ice they play on all the time, right? So they found ways to bottle it up and keep guys to the outside. It makes a big difference.
No, you're exactly right, Dustin. The ice is wider here in international hockey, but the space inside the dots is the same as that you'd see over in North America. And so a lot of times teams will just kind of funnel back and collapse. So you've got all the room in the world to the outside and on the boards, but quite often you're not creating a whole lot there. So it's the teams that can attack the middle that are often finding more and more scoring opportunities. The pace is there, but sometimes it's a little further to the outside.
All adjustments we need to make when we get to Europe, like myself in that last commercial break with a sparkling water that I was not expecting to spray all over the place. So lesson learned here early in the tournament, which is very important. And now they'll knock it all the way down the ice. Leonin wraparound attempt out the other side. Now knocked in behind the net, and a penalty coming up. And another power play opportunity here for Orbro.
It's going to be Isako Dottie with the penalty here. Got tied up in his own zone. Going to be called for the hook on the Örebro forward there. And back to the power play goes the Swedish club.
0 for 1 with the man advantage so far here in Davos.
Really good so far, guys. Just keep the pace and we're all there.
Leonin on the draw, and he'll win it. Back up to the point. Quick shot there, no time wasted. And Holm, with a little bit of help, initially kept it in, and now Neubuehler down into the corner. Juris will go to the front of the net. Neubuehler tied up. Gets the puck back up to Heed, sends it towards the net. Ooh, Neubuehler had got to the front of the goal unchecked. Little deflection, and now he's tripped down. And this power play, a disaster for Orbro here. And excellent work by Johnny Neubuehler.
Well, very aggressive was Ambri-Piotta right off that faceoff in their own zone. They get the clear, and then, you're right, Johnny Neubuehler goes to work. And here, he forces Philip Holm to take his legs out to negate the Orbro power play. We're going to play 4-on-4 for 1:34, but terrific effort from Neubuehler, the Ambri-Piotta forward.
Holm in the box, played a game with the Canucks back in 2017-18 season, and was in the KHL for a bit before working his way to the SHL. Now we play 4-on-4. Here's Lino. Tons of room out there now. In over the blue line, drops it to Rissanen. Around and into the far corner. Waiting for it over there. Oberg. Oberg's going to be tied up and taken down. Lino comes in, and that puck just laid there for a second. Now an opportunity for a 2-on-1. Formanton walking in. Will he keep it? He does, and Enroth denies him with the glove. Enroth was waiting for the shot the whole way.
Oh, nice little chip from Formanton to himself here to create that 2-on-1. He takes one look over to see if Pestoni is open, decides that the shot's the better play, and the goal scorer in the first period for Ambri-Piotta just doesn't put this puck where he wants to. Almost puts it right off the chest of Enroth, who stands his ground to keep it at 1-1.
Dottie down the boards, leaves it there, played up to the middle of the ice, and that's going to be taken up, skated away through the neutral zone. Eklund plays it down in behind the net. Dottie takes a look over his shoulder as he heads into the corner. That's where the pressure will come from Elias Ekstrom. Dottie avoids it. Now moves it up the middle of the ice, in over the blue line. Sent to the front of the goal. Another save by Enroth. Boy, that was an excellent look as Sverger found a man wide open in front, and Enroth point blank closing the door.
Well, what poise from Zerger here. He just waits that half second. Brandon McMillan finds himself wide open just below the hash marks. Gathers that puck on his forehand and almost maybe took too long. That allowed Enroth to get set. Tries to go low blocker side. And a big save once again from the Orbro netminder. But a real nice look from Dominic Swerger.
Face off, knocked back. Sorry, Arvi in the corner. 24 points in 32 games so far with the Tigers on loan for this tournament. It's kind of weird, hey? You got to get used to it for this tournament, but bringing in 1 or 2 guys? What about the guys who don't get to play? Now there's a shot off of a stick up and over the glass.
Well, that's one of the unique things about the Spengler Cup is many of these teams, specifically the Switzerland teams, will bolster their lineup and they'll grab some players from elsewhere, as we see Matthias Brome on a 2-on-2 cut across the Ambri-Piotta defenders. Good active stick there from Piota to deflect that up and over. Matthias Brome represented Sweden at the Olympics this past year. Great hockey player with good hands.
Played here with Davos last season as well and had a huge year offensively, 49 points in just 41 games. Now he's gone back to Sweden where things have slowed down and tightened up a little bit for him.
Yeah, from all accounts, it was an adjustment going back to Sweden, a little bit tighter hockey there, not nearly as open as in Switzerland, and his point totals reflect that.
Very brief power play is now expired after the 4-on-4, so we're back to 5-on-5. From the point, deflected by Eggenberger, right to the corner. And Rodrigo Abels will send it all the way down the ice. Head off for a quick breather. Reversed in behind the net. Now brought up the middle of the ice. Newbuehler, he's been buzzing so far this period with speed. He'll chip it down into the corner and chase after it, but it's controlled neatly and knocked back out to the neutral zone. Newbuehler at the blue line. Couldn't get his stick on it again. Neuvonen will stop it in behind the net, play it up the far boards. Newbuehler on it there. Andre Heim comes over to help him out. And eventually it's played in behind the goal. Forler waiting for it. Moves it to the blue line. Holm, it stayed there at the point, held the line. And now there'll be a battle just inside the blue line. Heim eventually comes out with it. And now it'll be played all the way down the ice, and that will go for icing with 6:39 remaining here in period number 2, game number 1 at the Spengler Cup.
Well, good look at the Ambri-Piotta fans there. They're always loud. Here's the shot from Forler. Just deflected up and wide away from Jonas Enroth, but the atmosphere's been fantastic.
He's good to go? Okay. All right, perfect.
That's kind of cool.
Oh, distance traveled. Well, that is neat. So they all have the...
And most successful passes for Ambry, I guess.
Oh, yeah. So 71's made 20 successful passes so far.
Are they all wearing something?
They must be, yeah. It's the only
one. Camera that can pick it up.
Yeah, I think he cut himself.
Okay.
Welcome back. Spengler Cup action here at the Davos Ice Stadium. And we're deadlocked at 1, 6.5 to play, period number 2. Canada, Sparta Prague, a little bit later on today. Right now, Ambri-Piotta with an opportunity in over the blue line. Sverger drops it across, back up top, and they score! Tic-tac! Back of the net, hammering it home! Josh Juris! And Ambri-Piotta goes back on top with a beauty.
Quick transition through the neutral zone once again. And how about this passing that ends up on the stick of Josh Juris, who makes no mistake, but you can see the quick turnover back the other way. Zwerger wide to Pistoni. Juris is cocked and loaded. Terrific effort. What a look, backdoor from Pistoni, right onto the forehand of Juris. And a wonderful finish high past the blocker of Jonas Enroth.
No real chance there for Enroth, eh? Wicked shot, great puck movement.
For a moment, I thought it was going to be one pass too many.
So did I. I was just going to say, I thought Pistoni should have shot it. And then what a nice feed back to Juris, who made no mistake and put that right where it had to be.
Josh Juris was a little quiet in the first period, and he has made himself known here in the second. What passing. Zwerger across to Pistoni, back to Juris. And a terrific reaction from the Canadian forward there as he puts his Swiss club Ambri-Piotta up 2-1 as we reach the late stages here of the second period.
Josh Juris out of Burlington, Ontario. He's on loan for the tournament from another Swiss club with Calgary and the Rangers, Arizona, Carolina, Pittsburgh, and now finds himself here at the Spengler Cup. And he's put one in the back of the net and given his team a 2-1 lead. More pressure now. Formington turns, walks in, looks back door, and they score again. What a feed by Formington. And it's McMillan who finishes it off, and two quick ones for Ambry-Piotta, and they're in control.
Well, Alex Formington picks up the puck high in the Orbro zone. Brandon McMillan recognizes that and goes right to the front of the net, stick on the ice. Terrific recognition from number 10, Formington, as he has his head up and just fires that pass low, back door. Formington there holds onto the puck nicely right along the blue line and then just zings it back door to McMillan. I'm not sure Enroth realized that McMillan was there, but nonetheless, he had no chance.
He wasn't getting to that one, was he?
And bang, bang, two quick strikes results in Orbro taking their time out late in the second period to try to regroup. And you can hear the Ambri-Piotta fans, they are just warming up. They like what they've seen the last couple of minutes here.
McMillan in his second year, we talked to him in the first intermission, his second year here with Ambri-Piotta. Spent 5 years in the KHL.
He's represented Canada at this tournament several times, now wearing the blue of Ambri-Piotta.
And a quick strike offense here from Ambri-Piotta. And Lucas Areta, we said in the intermission, he was telling them to be aggressive. And it's really paid off here in the second half of this period. Spacek, pressured, keeps control of this puck, turns it back down in behind his own net. Out to the neutral zone. Looked like too many men, but they let it go. Schlappick, near side for Heed. Down into the corner. Eigenberger, pinned by Rissanen there. Enroth watching on. Spacek, after a couple of quick goals, Soretta comes right back with his top line, bringing more pressure for Ambri-Piotta. Now Marinas drops it off to Music. Taken away, poked up the boards. Nubuehler with some speed, gets the zone, has it knocked away just inside the blue line. Puck just laying there, and eventually picked up, played out to the neutral zone. They'll regroup there. Forler off the shin pad of the intended target at the blue line. Rome had it for a moment, now Heim. Nubuehler. Heim will skate onto this just inside the zone. Sends it towards the net. Enroth with a nice save on a redirect. Heim still controls. Back up to the point. That's fired wide, bounces off the back of the net. And a chance here for Orbro to at least relieve the pressure momentarily. Sarjärvi's got other ideas. He's gonna walk in. Sarjärvi to the net, backhander stopped by Enroth. This place would have erupted if he put that one in.
Well, Orbro's on the back foot here. Sarjärvi comes on the bench, picks this puck up in the neutral zone, and then gets his feet going. Terrific puck protection there as he gets around Quinton Howden, takes the puck to the backhand. Enroth follows it the whole way, and you saw the puck there just trickle under the pad of Enroth. Head coach Lucas Sarita applauds. He likes what he sees. And you just get the sense that with this momentum from Ambri-Piotta, they're just going to keep coming and coming.
This team looks a little bit more dangerous offensively than the one that we saw in 2019 at this event, which could go a long way for the 1,000 of Ambri-Piotta fans who have made the trek up to Davos. Really is a unique place. We were talking about it on the way when we were traveling here. We had a little bit of extra time on the travel over here. Ambri-Piotta is phenomenal. It's 2 villages that have a population each of 500, and they've got a 7,000 person stadium that's filled all the time. It's remarkable.
Logically, it just doesn't seem like it should work.
It doesn't make sense. But you see the passion that their fan base has, and obviously a willingness to travel to go check out those games. And a community with 1,000 people has a 7,000 seat arena. Look it up. Fascinating, fascinating area.
They draw from all over central Switzerland, and their fan base, the team, it's almost cult-like status. I met a couple that lived just outside Zurich at the hotel, and they were here for Ambri-Piotta.
Juris has a goal in this period, plays it down into the corner, and that's taken away. Could be icing. Doesn't look like it's going to get the roll. It won't. Heed goes back to grab it. Less than 3 minutes to play here in the second period. High slot, Formanton drops it off. Nobody there. Dottie will skate onto it. Leaves it for Formanton in the corner. Back down low. Formanton hauled down as he tried to work a give and go there. Now the puck will just lay in the corner. To the blue line. And eventually Heed forced to step out to make a play on it. And a chance for Orbro to sneak in a quick line change as they continue to be under fire here in the second half of the second period. Schlappick lost it in his skates, picked up, walking in with a quick shot, high and wide, missed by a mile, and all the way back down the ice. Marinas there, missed on it, now gets it back at center ice, will turn and send it down, and they're gonna call that an icing. He was right, that was a close one. You see those let go quite often.
Well, that was inches, that icing call there. There's a look at the goal scorer for Örebro, Mastomaki. He fell into the boards early in this period under his own steam. He came back, tried to have a shift. Looked like he may have cut himself with his own skate.
With his other foot,
His other foot. He went back for repairs. Looks like he's ready to return, which will be a big boost to this Örebro club.
Scramble off the draw. Nubuehler in the corner is able to come up with it. 2-goal lead for Ambri-Piotta. Chipped high and out, bounces down, will be settled down just inside the blue line. Virtanen, good look, speed, Nubuehler into the corner to the right of Enroth. Burglar comes in to help him out. Dario Burglar has it knocked away back to the point. Heed knocks it back down low again. Now at the blue line, waits, little hesitation, a shot blocked, but he's gonna grab it with a little bit of time again. Heed, far side, back up top. Virtanen will fire, and Enroth at the top of his crease is there to hang on with 57.6 seconds on the clock in the second.
Well, once again, another look at Mastomaki. Trainers are having a conversation. The question is, can he return to his club or not?
Looks like he wants to.
I think he's ready to go, but they may have some other ideas. And
Well, if he was cut, and you could see blood on the sock, if he was cut and you stitched it up, get that leg moving again, maybe they're saying, no, you got to give it some time. Not like stitches on the face or something along those lines, right? A little bit different.
Exactly. On a hinge joint there, your skin's always moving. Could be opening up and creating more issues there.
Juris on the draw. And now around and at center ice, it'll be played ahead. Brome, left wing boards, puts on the brakes, works back up towards the blue line, now just tosses it down in behind the net. Leunen there. Defenseman a cut towards the goal, and the puck eventually ends up in the corner. Brome again. Spin move, broken up. Juris had a man. That was Yarvi, the defenseman, who was going to take off down the ice. Guess there's a reason he's almost a point per game so far this season. No hesitation to get moving offensively. Rissanen walks around his man, still has it, throws it across off the crossbar. What a setup. And now Oberg getting into it with Dottie. What a great feed from Rissanen. Holy smokes.
Well, was it ever. Gets past his player down low, then looks cross ice to Christian Nakiva. And he had a wide open net, and he just put it too high as you saw it go off the crossbar. And I think there was some confusion. The goal judge looked like he may have turned the light on. As we get a look at Yanni Joven thanking his crossbar there. Terrific look from Rissanen. Back across to his D. You were just talking about Yarvi jumping up in the play. Both D for Orbro were below the hash marks there.
How big would that goal have been, though? 5.5 seconds on the clock to make it a 3-2 game. Huge opportunity missed there by Christian Nakava. And just like that, Ambri-Piotta, 2 quick goals. They lead 3-1 after 40 minutes, looking to pick up the first win at the 2022 Spengler Cup. Oh, for Ambry? Okay, sure, yep, nope, sounds good. Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Vielleicht muss er zum Augen haben.
How was Juris?
He's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I forgot. I get down there, I'm like, hey man, nice to meet you. He goes, I remember you from a few years ago because he played on Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, no, it was good.
Good.
Nice guy.
Nice goal.
Really nice goal. Well, their 3 goals have come from Canadians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ormington,
You're right.
Dillon, and
Juris, yeah. Their coach wasn't wrong by saying be aggressive but patient.
Yeah.
Like when they have the puck on their sticks, they actually are patient.
Yeah, they are, right?
But they're aggressive when they're not. I don't know what you hit when you.
What, did I hit again?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Must be the
Trying to think what I.
Is it on the stairs, the concrete or something?
Must be the stairs.
Yeah. It's a game saver that there's a washroom up here. I didn't know there was.
There is,
When
yeah.
I was going down.
Yeah.
And I got in there before anyone else. There was a lineup after I came up.
Oh, really? That's good.
Woo.
The live site isn't loading.
Oh, really?
No. Try it again. Well, that's a summary. Juris from Pistoni. Yeah, I thought when Pistoni didn't fire that one timer, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, it sure doesn't feel like Orbro's got more shots. Pretty nice pass from Formanton.
Well, even like he
Yeah.
was right on the blue line. there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
great poise, didn't panic. Very nice.
32 seconds apart.
Even the Orbro goal was nice.
Yeah, it was.
No, I would never have guessed that Orbro has more shots.
Yeah.
Uvonen does not seem like he's been busy at all.
No, I know, that's the thing.
become passive here. We stay aggressive. We play with the spaces. We are part of the line, or we stay aggressive. We play our game. We make them play our game. Yes, sir? Okay, let's go. Let's finish this job here, boys. You know.
Your water, that was a funny move.
Oh, man. I had no idea it was sparkling.
Oops.
Does set up nice for these guys. The evening games, Canada tonight, and then you get Davos the next two.
Yeah.
Right? So the night game should be just packed and nuts. Yeah. And then you get the other two of these games, you got Ambry in the afternoon, right? So. All right, sounds good. How's it going in the truck for you? Everything smooth or what? Yeah? Sweet.
Awesome.
Well, first period I wasn't very happy with, but yeah, I thought second period was much better. Thanks, though, Buck. Well, I was going to say, do you just want to meet right outside that tent? Because you're coming from somewhere else, right? So, yeah, we can just meet outside. Yeah, I can go in and ask for it, yeah. Yeah, because there's a little like entryway before you actually go. Like it's inside, but you have to have a pass to go further, right? So we can just meet in there.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Did you find anything? Did you eat anything at lunch?
Yeah, I had a little salami sandwich.
Yeah, a little sandwich.
Good.
Yeah, I said that to Simpson.
Yeah.
We'll have to hit that when we come back. Well, there's you can see the summary at least. So we got a summary from the last period. I wrote that into my book I keep track of here, but I noticed that live. I was wondering if it was just my iPad, but man, have we said Hardegard yet in this game? I don't think Hardegard's
once
one time.
Yeah, one time. But I don't think it was for a positive thing.
No,
it was a turnover,
I was going to say.
But I think you've only said Abul's
a couple times, yeah.
I mean, you contrast to that to the first unit.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Ambry all over the ice. It's actually the second line for Orbro that's had the best looks. They had the goal, but even after that, they had the best chances.
Yeah.
Even when their defense were on the ice.
Okay. Oh, nice Spengler Cup Christmas sweaters. Yeah, what was that? Third period action coming up here at the Davos Ice Stadium. And, you know, in a tournament like this, so it's pretty basic. Whoever wins today gets the day off tomorrow. If you lose today, you have to play tomorrow against IFK Helsinki. In a tournament like this, I mean, is that a big deal, Kent, you think, to have the extra day off early? Because after that, it's a pretty good run of games with, you know, basically a game every day almost.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've thought about it. Other than getting a win in your first game, I don't really know if it matters when you get your day off. I mean, I guess you could think about it if you lose and you play tomorrow, but then you get a day off after that. You kind of get that day of rest before heading into the knockout round.
If you win tomorrow, then all of a sudden you're 1-1. You get the day,
Exactly. So I think it probably breaks even, but more importantly is you get the day off tomorrow. That means you've won your opening game and you've set yourself up nicely.
Ambri-Piotta leading 3-1. The 3 goals coming from the 3 Canadians on the roster, Formanton, Juris, and McMillan. Let's see some of the top guns here for Orbro get going so far. We'd say the line that's listed as their second line has probably been their best line. That was with the goal scorer, Matsumaki. Enroth will pretty much have to shut the door here the rest of the way if Orbro is going to get back in this hockey game trailing 3-1. Shots are basically even, though. I mean, we feel like Ambri-Piotta's carried the play a little bit more.
I definitely say that the better scoring chances have come off the sticks of Ambri-Piotta. Yanni Joven, their netminder, has had to make 19 saves, but really only a few of them have been point blank.
Now off the draw in the corner. Back up to the point, backpedaling. Now take a shot right into the stomach of Enroth. And he will hang on. Enroth finished up his NHL career with a .909 save percentage, which isn't that bad for a National Hockey League career.
No, you know, he was on the all-rookie team after his first season, of course.
They were pretty pumped for him in Buffalo, yeah.
They were. Represented Sweden 2 times at the Olympics in 14 and 18.
And now in the goal here for Orbro in the SHL. And he'll watch on as his team takes us out to the neutral zone. Battle just inside the blue line. Momentarily poked back out. And now Spacek has it stripped away from Ekstrom. Over to Lino. Lino watching on. Virtanen back in behind his own net. Sarajärvi watching there as well. Now it's whacked around the boards by Sarajärvi. Kept in at the blue line all the way around behind the net. A little bit of pressure from Orbro, but they couldn't get any pucks towards Yanni Juvonen. Forsmark, right up the gut, gets to the blue line, knocks it in. Gustav Karlsson plays it back up top. Shot coming there, off of a leg, bounces into the corner. Up against the glass, and now hammered back down along the boards, eventually flipped high and out of the zone by Tim Heed. Heim, 44 in blue, tracks this puck down into the corner. Berglund there, uses his body to spin off a defender, and they'll knock it up along the boards. Gets past Doughty, and he's got to drop it back to Heed. We mentioned Heed's name a lot. He's got the puck a lot back on that blue line, doesn't he?
He really does. Real quality defenseman. Very poised, nothing too flashy, but when that puck's on his stick, it's usually following or going right to a teammate, another Ambri-Piotta stick.
12 points in 24 league games in the Swiss National League. Now here's a stretch pass, walking in and they score! A snipe upstairs, Linus Oberg pulls Orbro within 1.
Well, that happened in the blink of an eye, and Orbro is right back in this game. Terrific breakout, the long pass. Oberg has body position in the middle of the ice, and then what a finish here. Gets his head up over the shoulder of Yanni Joven to make this a 3-2 game. It all started from the pass right on Orbro's own goal line, up the middle, to Linus Oberg in stride, and we have a 1-goal game.
He didn't really put that in the corner. He put it right over the shoulder, almost into the middle of the net. As Juvonen went down, and Oberg made no mistake. And just like that, a guy who hadn't really been very dangerous so far in this game for Orbro, pots a beautiful goal, and we got a 3-2 hockey game. Setting the stage for a big day one action here in Davos, Canada. Sparta Prague a little bit later on. Now a turnover just inside the blue line. Pistoni drops it off, and they'll knock it in behind the net. Sverger watching, comes all the way around. Dottie slides down from the blue line, keeps it in. Nakava, though, move it up. Forced back, good pressure here. Plays it over in front of his own bench. Dangerous there as they were making a change. No icing, that's waved off. Dottie goes back to grab it. Azeko Dottie leaves it in behind his own net. He'll be an option up to the left as they bring it away through the neutral zone. Blue line broken up. Hardegard, help of his D partner, they move it out through the neutral zone, but it's blown down at the offensive blue line. Interesting to see how Ambri-Piotta deals with a little bit of pressure now.
Well, here's a look at this long pass, about 120 feet up the ice. Terrific finish off the bar and down, and that got the Örebro fans excited. Well, we heard Lucas Sarita, the head coach of Ambri-Piotta, in the intermission, talking about to stay aggressive, to keep working hard, keep pushing the pace. We'll see if that changes now that their lead's evaporated to 1.
We have seen Örebro play well for stretches of this game. Started the game well, scored early in the second, and then again scored early, and they've started periods well. Maybe it's just taken Ambri-Piotta a little bit of time to get going. This pass, onside, it was close. Formington in behind the net. Leaves it just inside the blue line. Forler has it knocked away. Scooped up by Spacek up top. Shot didn't get all of it. Virtanen, but he goes and finds that loose puck. Back up top, sent towards the net. Enroth with the defenseman right by his side. Watched as it bounced into the corner. Now controlled again. Spacek leaves it, wants it back. They'll put it on goal. And Enroth there hugging the post. Nowhere for that puck to go off the stick of Virtanen.
Spacek's a very creative player. He knew exactly what he was doing, just trying to leave that puck on a platter for Virtanen. But when Virtanen got that stick, he was on a pretty short angle. Enroth goes down to the butterfly, takes away any net that might be available.
Spacek, who's going to take this draw here, spent a couple of seasons with the Red Deer Rebels, went to a Memorial Cup, ended up getting drafted by Winnipeg, played from 2017 to 2020 with the Manitoba Moose, but now finds himself back over here in Europe, settling in nicely. You could tell, creative, dangerous player.
Yeah, he is the leading scorer on this Ambri-Piotta club. There's a look at the defenseman for Orbro, Nakava. He's the one who put it off the crossbar with 5 seconds left in the second period. Thought he had a goal. He had a wide open net and just got a little too much of it.
Excellent start to this tournament. Thank you very much for joining us. Happy holidays to everyone back at home watching. Hedel skated away, center ice, no further. That's broken up, knocked back in. We'll try it again on the near boards. In over the blue line, that's gonna be called on an offside as Newbuehler played it in behind his intended target, Dario Burglar.
Well, Johnny Newbuehler, you just mentioned his name. We were both impressed with his second period, creating a couple of power plays for his club. High energy, very, very quick skater.
I was gonna say, skates well, doesn't he? Center ice, just kind of whacked in. Hardegard turns it around, right side, that's a good look. Lino picks it up cleanly, brings it inside the blue line. Nice play defensively, it's gonna be batted away. And now here's Heim walking in, has a man, gives it to him, and they score! What a finish Dario Burglar. Ambri-Piotta back on top by a deuce.
Well, the neutral zone has been so important in this game, Justin. Once again, Ambri-Piotta winning the battle there, creates a quick turnover, and then it's get up and go. Nice little touch to Andre Heim here. How about the pass back door to Dario Burglar? Has to corral that puck quickly, and then gets it through the pad stack of Jonas Enroth to regain that 2-goal lead. That is beautiful hockey there from Ambri-Piotta.
Bonus points for Enroth for attempting the 2-pad stack. Making a save straight out of the 80s. You love it. Got a piece, not enough. And just like that, the Swiss club on top, 4-2. So a nice response after giving up that goal. Now they're in again. Dottie shot towards the goal, and Enroth will just take a breather here. Sverger was with Dottie on the play, just managed to stay on side, but nothing comes of it.
Oh, real nice play at the blue line there from Heim. Gets around the Orbro defender, kicks it out wide to Dario Burglar, and when you get a look at that slow motion replay with Enroth coming across with the pad stack, Burglar was quite outside. His shooting angle was getting diminished, and still able to slide that through the legs of the netminder.
Great play by Heim to set him up. Heim, 24-year-old, playing in his first Spengler, second season with Ambri-Piotta. He looks good. He moves well. He's a little bit of a bigger guy compared to some of these other guys on the roster.
Yeah, I've liked his game here tonight. Represented Switzerland at the 2018 World Junior Championships, and again, one of those players, aggressive, but when the puck's on his stick, we see that patience that his coach talks about. Terrific example, that goal.
Smart with it for sure. Orbro looks for a response. Gotta have one here, down by a pair. Shipped out through the neutral zone, race for it. Formington working there against Marinas. Formington got it, put it to the middle of the ice, nobody home. Berglund plays it to Holm. Holm up the boards, off of a stick, controlled now by Ambri-Piotta. Up the middle of the ice, a race for it. Enroth watching as it's poked just wide by Spacek. Chance here inside the ice stadium in Davos. Great atmosphere on day one of the Spengler, and that's into the glove of Juvonen, and he'll hang on. I don't know all these other guys broadcast sitting down. I can't do it.
No, I've never been able
have to stand.
Always stand. Yeah, I'm the same way.
No matter the sport, they got to stand. I just don't have the same energy if I'm sitting, you know? I just,
I'm the exact
like
same
I
way.
don't care about it. Like,
yeah. Except when you're doing like Oil Kings and they're down 8-1.
yeah, that's different. if I have sat down, it is one of the worst games ever. It's that simple. Tim Heed leading in ice time, 18:33. Fans watching on here at the ice stadium as they had the wave going, still going here. A day one, game one wave. How about that? See a bunch of Team Canada jerseys sprinkled throughout the crowd here as well. They wait for a big one tonight against Sparta Prague, the high stick. We watched the two teams for their morning skates today, Prague and then Canada, and they were completely different skates, weren't they?
It was interesting to see. Sparta Prague came out, basically used up their entire 45 minutes. Wanted to make sure that Canada could not get on the ice any earlier, and then Canada came out for about 22 minutes, was on and off, and ready to go.
Should be a good one later on today. Something special about a Spengler Cup wave. Sometimes waves get on my nerves, but I love this one. Hardegard Far side, they'll move it out to the neutral zone. Stopped right there. Eggenberger back on the attack, just onside. Knocks it down into the corner. Schlappick tied up along the boards. Eklund moves it up to Ekstrom. Lionel will join him. Shot in, rebounds juicy, but it's knocked away. Scooped up and taken out of harm's way, and they'll wheel back in over the blue line. Spacek lost the handle on it, and a chance to regroup here for the Swedish club. Berglund, center ice, soft chip down into the corner. Leunen goes back for it, couldn't pick it up, and now it's going to be brought back with speed. Dottie wanted the return feed. He'll have to track it down in the corner. Neubuehler in there, looking around, never saw it, and it'll be picked up and played out by Orbro. Wickman, blue line. Sarjärvi tried to pin him along the boards. Puck kept moving down into the corner. Now Sarjärvi knocks it loose. Wants to look up the ice. He'll chop it ahead. Nakava overskates it, has to circle back around. Will grab it and take it in behind the goal. Pressure coming, backhands it ahead. Musique. Pass misses the intended target just outside the blue line, and Ambri-Piotta will take over. 11 and a half to play here in period number 3. If you're just joining us, Ambri-Piotta in the blue with a 4-2 lead here in the Spengler Cup opener.
Emotion starting to run high as we get halfway through the third period here. Ambri-Piotta not wanting to give anything. Örebro fighting to get within one. You could see a little conversation in front of the Orbro net there with music. And maybe a little bit of frustration from Orbro.
Face off at center ice here. 3 points on the line. A regulation win will get you 3. You win in overtime. It's not as impressive. So you only get the 2 points for the overtime victory. And such a tight event here. Regulation wins go a long way. 6 combined goals so far. This one sent in off the base of the net, bounces into the corner. Now in the slot, dangerous opportunity here, and how about that? Juvonen, no problem. High on the shoulder, no rebound. He's having a really nice year. .919 save percentage so far. It hasn't necessarily led to wins. He's 9-10-1, but seems like pretty steady force back there.
He does, and there he doesn't give anything up to Rodrigo Bulls. Tries to go a high blocker, and the netminder, Juvonen, stands his ground with a good stop.
Right off the draw, quick shot taken. Bounces harmlessly into the corner. Picked up there, now dropped off. Nielsen looking for a backdoor pass. That was broken up, never worked. Now back up top, another shot coming, and Juvonen reaching out with the glove that time, and he's able to hang on. He played in the 2012-2013 World Juniors with Finland, was a 7th round pick for the Nashville Predators, who were basically trying to just duplicate the success of a Pekka Rinne draft pick, essentially, taking this guy. And he's in his first year here. He was with Jokerit in the KHL last season. Off the draw. Puck in behind Juvonen's net. Now back up towards the blue line. Dropped off there for Holm. His shot blocked and stung the Ambry defender Schlappick. Berglund moves it quickly. Up the boards, no further. Now Berglund following up, gets to center. Pressured as he got the line. And now Schlappick will move it ahead to Spacek. Spacek knocked off his stick. Now it's going to come right back to him, and 43 will circle around. Orbro's going to work in a quick line change. All 5 players will head off. Neubuehler with some room to wheel, drops it off to the right. Now he'll head down into the corner, takes a return feed. Played it back towards the blue line, misses everybody, and Fuller's gonna regroup. Less than 10 minutes to play. First of 2 here today. Forler, they get things set up. Calmly skates it ahead, drops it off to the left. Now a nice play by Neubühler. Knocks it down into the corner for Heim. Tried to come back around to Heim, broke it up, and just out over the blue line. And Kent, you're basically standing right at the blue line, and you had good eyes on that one.
That looked like the right call from up here. Ambri-Piotta fans took exception to that, but I think that was offside indeed. Ambri-Piotta looks quite relaxed and calm. Oh, we got it right.
Whew, that's a close one.
It was close, but
came out just enough. Quick shot in. Enroth, no problem, makes it look routine as he gloves the attempt from Pistone. Pistone's got a great Spengler Cup stash going here, doesn't he? Having an excellent season, 28 points in 32 games. Not a big guy, but moves very well. 5'8", $176, 31 years old.
He was the one with the great pass out front to Juris for the second goal for Ambri-Piotta.
He's played in 4 Spenglers, or this will be his 4th, and he's scored in 3 of them.
Well, Orbro starting to run out of time here as we got to look at Philip Holm, their leading scorer from the back end. Had a pretty quiet afternoon so far. With 8:54, there's still time left for Holm and his club to try to get back even.
Off the draw, they'll get it out to the neutral zone. Eklund chips it in. Dottie goes back after it. Gets there first. Heed will grab it. Good heads-up play by Heed. Little hesitation, plays it ahead. And that one sent down the ice for icing. Was hoping Formanton could win a race to it, but got there too quick. And McMillan guilty of the ice.
Yeah, trying to spring Formanton to beat out the icing there. Couldn't do it. And now a face-off deep in Ambri-Piotta territory.
Lino on the draw, wins it back cleanly. Quick shot wide, blocker. Never a danger. Lino lets it go in behind the net. Towards the blue line. Nakava looking for some space, not going to find it. It's actually knocked off of his stick. Eklund will grab it and drop it back to Rissanen. Rissanen at the blue line. Watched by McMillan, forces him to turn back, then McMillan heads off on a change. Nakava, middle of the ice with some speed. In over the blue line, shot towards the goal. Redirect wasn't there, and Javonen steers it in behind the net. Spot check, up the boards. Schlappick backhands it in, wants to chase after it. Will get there, tied up immediately. Eggenberger comes in to help out. Orbro's able to knock it loose though, and now they'll skate it away. Lejunen, right side, throws it across, backhanded wide, and now it'll be turned back up ice the other way. Eggenberger, end of a shift, had no juice left. He'll head off on a change.
Now you're starting to see Ambri-Piotta shorten up their shifts a little bit. 35, 40 seconds on and off to get fresh legs out here late in the third period.
At just over 7 minutes on the clock. Long flip down the ice. Forsmark on it for Orbro. Neubühler in there kicking away at it. Another crack at it to move it out. More pressure, and they have to play it back in behind the net. Forsmark picks it up there. Neubühler getting in his face, and Neubühler able to turn it over. Forsmark returns the favor, gets it back. Neubühler will head off on a change, opens up the ice a little bit for Orbro. Abels takes it towards the goal, tried to tuck it home. Javonen there to shut the door, and all the way back out to the neutral zone. Abels wanted to wheel back in again. Knocked off his stick, now down into the corner. Brome. Quiet day for Matthias Brome so far. Good patience in the corner and neatly knocked out down the ice. Sverger on it there. Gave it away. And Pistone just calmly plays it back. Clock certainly in favor of Ambri-Piotta, a 2-goal lead.
Very happy to turn the puck back to create some space, but then you risk this happening.
Here's an opportunity, walking in, throwing it across, swing and a miss. Another crack at it, Juvonen's down. It'll come back to the blue line. Holm throws it across, one-timer wide of the goal. Blocker side. Berglund in the corner. Formanton takes it away from him, but then gives it away in behind the net. Crowd here trying to get behind Ambri-Piotta. Push them home to a victory. Penalty coming up. That's not gonna help things. Puck into the corner, Enroth slowly to the bench, gets there, and then it is blown down. Huge opportunity coming up.
Guilty of just overplaying it there.
Yep.
A little too nonchalant, actually.
Well, get one here, it's interesting. Okay, 28-24 for Orbro.
It was a nice net drive there from Abuls.
It was, wasn't it? It was the first good thing he's really done.
Yeah.
Like, first time you notice him. And he's a pretty big guy. What is he? He looks a little bit bigger out there than some of these guys. Oh, really? Yeah, he's 26'4". Okay.
Latvia.
Yeah, Latvia team member. 26. Just a little over 5 minutes remaining here in the third period of a 2-goal game. Orbro trailing here in their Spengler Cup debut, 4-2 against Ambri-Piotta. However, they do have a power play. 0 for 2 thus far today. One-timer to start it, a whiff on that one by Abuls. Now back on the right wing boards. Plays it down side of the goal. Poked back to 18 in white. Works it up along the wall. Back to Holm at the blue line. Abuls walking in, forced back again. Holmes got it with some space, thought about it, drops it off left side, gets it back, walks in. Abuls, one-timer, couldn't get it away cleanly, hit his skate, and now a chance for Ambri-Piotta to clear the zone, and that's just what they'll do.
Oh, nice block from Tobias Forler. That pass back door you mentioned, Abuls, was in his skate, so he couldn't one-time it. That allowed Forler to get across and take away the shooting lane.
Looked like they were trying to set him up a couple of times for the one-timer. He's lurking again over to the right here. Now another shot through. Rebound just laying there. Good battle won. And that'll be played all the way down the ice.
Real strong stick from Doty in front of the net from Ambri-Piotta to take away any chance for a rebound.
Matthias Brome right into the slot. No shot yet. Circles in behind the goal. Now feathers it out in front. What a save. Juvonen's down. And he'll smother it in the crease as Orbro's knocking on the door. But so far, it remains closed by Yanni Juvonen.
Juvonen does a great job to track this puck. Here's a look at Brome, his best flurry of the night so far. Tries to center that. A couple whacks from Orbro. And a good job from Juvonen to make that first save and then quickly get his glove on the rebound.
Nakava off the draw at the point. Drops it off to Lino. Lino backpedals ever so slightly. Now throws it into the high slot. Shot not there. Bounces back down into the corner. Now in behind the goal. Nakava loads into the glove of Juvonen. And we'll get another stoppage with 27 seconds remaining on the power play.
Well, this puck a little bit on end. Nakava doesn't get quite what he would have liked to on that. Juvonen's able to follow that right into his catcher's glove.
Berglund off the draw. A couple of big face-off wins here for Orbro. Behind the net. Sauced back up to Lino just inside the blue line. Nakava drops it off, takes a return feed. Now he'll send one through traffic. Juvonen didn't see the first one, knocks away the loose puck. Nakava's got it again. Lino walks in, high slot again, looking for the redirect. Oberg, who has a goal in this period, couldn't finish. Lino Back up top again. Nakava through a crowd, bouncing off a body and eventually whacked wide. Power play over, back to 5-on-5, and just over 3 minutes remaining here in the third period of game one at the 2022 Spengler Cup. Ambri-Piotta can't clear. Orbro working in a line change here, and eventually Piota will get to center ice, and danger averted, puck sent down the ice.
And a real nice effort there from the captain, Daniel Grassi, to win that battle, get the puck in deep, and get a line change for his club.
Hardegard sends one in on goal, held on to easily by Juvonen, who's faced over 30 shots now in this hockey game.
The Ambri-Piotta fans obviously like what they see, still shouting their encouragement as that man there shuts the door on the power play for Örebro. The best looks came off the stick of Elias Ekstrom. And with 2:42 left in the game, down 2 shots, Orbro has pulled Jonas Enroth for 6-on-5. A face-off deep in Ambri-Piotta territory.
A little bit of confusion, the officials are talking about it. The guy who came on the ice for the goaltender, they weren't going to allow, but now they will.
Something to keep in mind, Orbro's already used their timeout. They used it after they gave up 2 quick goals in the second period. So they'll be working their plays off the fly here.
Lots of time still to go. Ambri-Piotta, an empty netter here, seal this thing away. And off the draw, they win it. They'll send it all the way down the ice, and there it is! 5-2, an empty netter fired home by Jesse Virtanen. And that should do it. And they wasted no time there, did they?
Well, when you're up 2, when you take that long shot, a little less risky. And he put this in the heart of the net with authority. You'd mentioned 2 big face-off wins on the power play for Orbro. This was a big win for Ambri-Piotta. And listen to this crowd as Virtanen fires this into the open net to give a 5-2 lead to the Swiss club.
What a start for Ambri-Piotta, up 5-2, and it looks like they will have a day off tomorrow. Another stretch pass, this is a good one. Walking in, they'll dump it across. Burglar looking on the far side for Heim. As this game stands right now, it'll be back to work for Orbro tomorrow as they will face IFK out of Helsinki. Definitely some good moments for Orbro today. They certainly didn't look out of place. Over 30 shots on goal here. Just haven't had the finish that Ambri-Piotta has shown us today.
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Dustin. They've had some chances, not as high quality as Ambri-Piotta. They came out just flying the opening puck drop and really couldn't sustain any momentum from there.
Another shot on goal, little redirection into the corner. And played up and down the ice. Puck bouncing towards the goal line, and it will be blown down on the icing. Lucas Soretta very happy with the start. These guys went 2-0 in the round robin in 2019, the last time we had this tournament. So they're now a perfect 3-0 in Spengler Cup round robin games.
Picking up right where they left off. And so have these fans.
Just getting started, Kent. You got 10 more games. Here's a shot that's off the shoulder. Juvonen didn't know where it was, but it bounced in front of him and picked up by his teammates. Now it's center ice. Sverger, dangerous play. Up 3 goals, can get away with it. Eklund will grab it and play it back. And now it's center ice. It'll be knocked in over the blue line. And we're in the final minute of regulation as we get a whistle for an offside. You just don't see that in North American hockey rink, do you?
Just fabulous. The passion, the love for their club. One-of-a-kind atmosphere, Dustin.
Schlappick, far side, missed the intended target. Slides down into the corner. In behind the goal. They'll move it back up to the blue line. Dottie, pretty solid game back there. Settles it down, less than 30 seconds to play. Enroth steers that into the corner. Pressure here from Ambri-Piotta to end this hockey game. And it looks like they've sent a message to the other five teams here at the Spengler Cup this year. 5-2 victory, they look good.
They look really good. Led from 3 goals from their Canadian contingent. They really took off in that second period. 2 goals in under 1 minute. And easily skated to a 5-2 victory here in the third period.
Quick turnaround for Orbro. They will face IFK Helsinki tomorrow at the same time. Ambri-Piotta fans will have a chance to celebrate, and I'm sure they'll spend most of tonight and all day tomorrow celebrating before being back to do it again.
That song you heard them singing, they only sing it when they win, and they hope to be singing it a few more times here at the Spengler Cup.
Well, they've now sung it all 3 times that they've played in round robin action. The only loss they suffered is in a semifinal against Trinec back in 2019. 5-2. Ambri-Piotta victorious over Orbro in game 1 at the Spengler Cup. All righty, Bucky. Hopefully it went well. We'll talk about it. Okay, sounds good.
Thanks, Bucky.